United States citizens collectively owe $1.78 trillion in student loans. That's an average of just over $38,000 per person. With inflation and cost of living going up like crazy, we should be asking ourselves, are student loans really worth it? Let's get into it. Okay, we've got some numbers to share in this video, and if you're wondering, yes, I have a laptop here and I'm going to be referencing it to look at these numbers so I can share with you exactly what people are making and how much it costs them. So according to Indeed, the average earnings of a person with a high school diploma is $38,792 a year. With a bachelor's degree, it's $64,896 per year. That's about a $25,000 difference every single year of your career. If we assume that the average career length is 45 years, then a person with a high school diploma will earn right around, on average, $1,750,000 over the course of their career. Now, someone with a bachelor's degree on average will earn $2,920,000 over the course of their career. The bachelor's degree holder, on average, is going to earn over $1 million more than someone without a bachelor's degree. Now, at face value, this looks really, really good. I would say a really, really good argument to go to college and to get a bachelor's degree. To be able to trade $40,000, maybe $50,000 for the potential earnings of, on average, over $1 million more per person is a really good deal. That seems like a great investment. Those are the numbers that are being shared to anyone who's interested in going to college. We've heard these numbers before, most likely, and the reason is because that's great marketing for school. But is it really true? Is it really true that going to college and getting these student loans is worth it? In many cases, yes, but in some cases, no. And here's the problem. The problem is opportunity cost. Opportunity cost is that whenever you make a decision, there's the cost of the other potential decisions that you could have made otherwise. So, for example, going to school and getting student loan debt or paying for school, there's some opportunity cost involved or some risk involved in that because there's other things you could be doing with your time and your money. Now, that's not to say that for the majority of people, college isn't a good idea. For many people, this opportunity cost is totally worth it. However, if you invested just $200 a month over the course of the average career span of 45 years, you would have just over $2 million. Now, I realize that that's not a perfect equivalent, but rather than going to college, if you just got a job and was able to invest this $200 a year for the rest of your life, you would make an extra $1 million over the average person holding a bachelor's degree, who would make $1 million more than someone without a bachelor's degree, typically. Now, again, these are just very general numbers, and there's a lot of factors that we aren't talking about here. But it's important to know that college and student loans just aren't the only option. I feel like I just need to reiterate here. It's crazy to me, this number, this $200 a month. Going to college and taking out student loan debt, you're going to have a debt repayment for probably a very long time. Maybe not 30 or 40 years, but maybe 5, 10, 20 years where you're going to be paying every month plus interest on top of what you just took out at face value. And so to be able to just invest $200 a month and not ever have to be in debt, but to always have the option to invest, and for that to earn you $2 million without ever having to pay a debt to anybody is just crazy to me. I think it's just such an overlooked thing. And we're not even talking about other factors, like maybe going to a cheaper trade school that would last maybe 6 months or a year, or something that would just be significantly cheaper, or a better option for some people other than college and student loan debt. But it's important to realize there are a lot of opportunities. I just want to drive that home because so very often there's just one path that is shown, and it's not always the best for everyone. I would highly recommend going to college and getting a degree that's going to make you more employable. In many cases, if you get a very employable degree that will be good for you in many different fields or work opportunities, college is an investment that will probably pay off, even if it means student loans are involved. The better option here is obviously just to go to college and not get student loans. And some of you may be rolling your eyes at that, but it's completely possible. You can work, you can get scholarships. There are also other types of financial aid from private organizations, local, state, and federal government agencies. Student loans is a good last-ditch effort if there's no other way to pay for school and you feel like a degree would make you more employable, or it would be a good backup plan to have just in case you needed it. But paying for it up front and not having to be a slave to that debt for many, many years to come, in my opinion, is a way better option. This has become clear to me as I've talked to friends and other people who do have student loans, and just realizing the stress that it's caused them and the wish that they had that they would have just been a little smarter and worked a little harder during school so they could have just cash flowed their way through college. And that's not to say that cash flowing your way through college or paying cash for college is easy, but it's something that's totally worth it. So, are student loans worth it? To me, no. I would never take out a student loan. It was my goal to always graduate from school debt-free. We also were able to help my wife graduate from school debt-free as well. I have a whole other video on this channel talking about how I graduated from school not only debt-free, but I earned over $200,000 while I went to school, and that meant I could go to school debt-free, my wife could go to school debt-free, we had 2 paid-off cars, and we were able to live a very, very comfortable lifestyle and even invest for our future. If that's something that you think you would like to do, it is totally obtainable, and I want to support you on that financial journey. Like and subscribe to this channel if you think that you want to learn more about becoming debt-free and pursuing debt freedom. We'll be here to back you up. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.